Welcome to your morning yoga practice. Today we have a full body focus. First we'll wake you up, then we'll strengthen you, stretch you out, and you'll leave your practice feeling nice and energized. No props needed for practice. Let's go ahead and get started. Quick note before we get started. In today's practice, I will be mirroring you. So when I say inhale, lift your right arm up to the sky. It's going to look like this. Yeah? Awesome. Let's go ahead and get started. Face the right hand side of your space. Plant your hands to the earth. Let's meet in extended child's pose. Knees go wide. Send your hips to your heels. As you reach your fingers closer to the front, maybe you ball your hands into fists. Let's see what this does for your arms and low back. Take a steady breath in through your nose. Fill up in your ribs and belly. Open mouth exhale to release. Sealing your lips, look forward. Plant yourself onto your hands. Inhale, rock up into a tabletop pose. Option to keep your knees wide, or maybe stack your knees underneath your hips. Scooping your belly to the earth, heart and head shine forward, finding your cow pose. Can you send your fingers out in opposite directions? Take one full circle. Take your time with this one. Feel a stretch to your wrists, your shoulders, and a low back. And when you've finished up your circle, restack your shoulders over your wrists. We're going to reverse out our arm. Notice any areas of stickiness. Can you keep your eyes looking towards the top edge of your space? We meet back in our first position, cow pose. As you exhale, round and scoop your back up to the ceiling. And tuck your chin towards your throat. Hold your cat pose. Can you punch your hands into fists against the earth? Inhale, draw a circle. Circle towards the front, out to the side, and then over to the back, keeping your back arched up to the ceiling. When you've finished up your circle, keep folding forward, reverse out your circle. Drawing this movement in the opposite direction. A full body engagement. Top of your next inhale. Go ahead and look forward. Now, flatten your back towards the ceiling. High five your hands back to the earth. Curl onto your toes, hovering your knees. Send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. You're welcome to keep a soft bend to your knees. Can you send your hips up and back just a bit more? One more breath in through your nose. Press the earth away from you with your hands. Now as you exhale, rock forward. Send your knees wide. Extended child's pose. As you untuck your toes, send your hips to your heels. One more full count of your vinyasa. One breath. Finding your pose of downward dog. Inhale. Rocking up. Shoulders over your wrists. Curl onto your toes. Send your hips up and back. And exhale. Rock forward. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Knees go wide. And find your child's pose. Breathe in through your nose. Rock all the way up. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Curl onto your toes. Send your hips up and back into downward dog again. Now let's hang out for a beat in down dog. You can pedal out one leg and the other, stretching your legs. Keep pressing the earth away from you. Focus on lengthening your spine. Start to find stillness in your down dog. Can you send your hips up and back just a bit more? Inhale, lift your right leg up high to the sky. Down dog splits. Exhale, crunch, knee to chest. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, finding tiger crunch. One more count, steady and strong. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, crunch, knee to chest. Look forward and step your right leg forward. Lower onto your left knee. Inhale, sweep your right arm forward and up. Look towards your back foot. As you exhale, bring your right hand back to the front. Curl onto your back toes, lifting your knee. Inhale. This time, reach your right arm straight up, lifting your gaze. As you exhale, go ahead and bend your right elbow, hand to the back of your head. Hold your easy twist. Building heat and strength, can you keep your head lifted away from your left shoulder? Take one more inhale, maybe look up closer to the ceiling, and exhale. Send your elbow to the earth, heart follows. One more count, inhale, lifting up, looking overhead, and exhale. Top of your next inhale, plant your right hand to the center of your foot. Lift your right toes, pivot to the side of your mat, so the center of our space, wide-legged fold. Keep your back flat and wide-legged fold. Point your toes out, bend your knees, inhale. Sweep your arms up overhead. Circle out your legs and hips in your horse squat. Draw your knees closer to the wall and back of you. Maybe start to lift and lower your toes and heels. You can keep your arms reaching up. Maybe arms find a T or hands to your hips. Find organic movements with your arms that help you balance. Top of your next inhale. Bring it all the way back to the center. Arms reach forward. Straighten out your legs. Point your toes forward, star pose. As you exhale, gently hop or step your feet to mountain pose. Feet underneath our hips. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Squat down and back into chair pose. Make sure you can see your toes. Can you start to lift your toes? Hands come into fists. Draw circles with your wrists. Here for an inhale, thumbs up high. Can you squat down and back, closer to the earth? Keep your back flat, strong diagonal line. And exhale, ski down the mountain. Can you start to lift your heels in surfer's pose? One more count, inhale, heels down, toes up. Can you squat closer to the earth? And exhale, find your surfer's pose. Spread your fingers, flip your palms up to face the ceiling. Pulses right here to 3, 2, 1. Now inhale, touch down with your left heel. Reach your arms all the way up. We'll find a one-legged mountain. You can keep your right big toe down to the ground, or maybe start to find a 90-degree shape to your right leg. Circle out your right foot. From here, working on standing balance, you're welcome to keep a soft bend to your left knee. As you exhale, let's find tree pose. Try this hands-free first, sending your right knee out to the side. Your foot meets your opposite leg. Maybe you start to reach your right hand for your foot, sending your heel closer to your hips. Inhale, growing your tree branches up high. Exhale, find a bend to your elbows. Maybe start to send your right knee closer to the wall and back of you. For 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, go ahead and unwind from your tree pose. Start to send your hips to the back. Now, option 1, Shiva squat, tapping your right toes down to the mat and back of you. Maybe you start to lift your right toes, knee to opposite calf. Hands can hang out, hovering above the earth, or maybe TP your fingers to the ground. Top of your next inhale, step your right foot out, step your left foot back out to your wide-legged fold. Bend your right knee, Skandasana, as you lift your right toes up to the sky. Moving on to our other side, bend your left knee, this time lifting your right toes, looking towards your right foot. Top of your next inhale, come back to your wide-legged fold. Go ahead and bend your left knee. Plant your hands to the left-hand side of your space. Big toes touch. Land on your knees. Untuck your toes, finding a child's pose. Facing a new direction, moving on to our other side. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Curl onto your toes, send your hips up and back into downward dog. Pedal out one leg and the other. Eyes are looking towards your knees or ankles. Start to find stillness in your down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, crunch, left knee to chest. Stack your shoulders over your wrists for tiger. One more count. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, crunch, knee to chest. Look forward, step forward. Lower onto your right knee. Inhale, sweep your left arm up overhead. Finding a twist, opening up our heart. Make sure your right toes are pointed straight to the back of our mat. Go ahead and exhale, reach your left arm forward. Curl onto your right toes, inhale. Find an easy twist, this time left arm straight up. As you exhale, hand to your head, bending your left elbow, face the earth. One more count, inhale, lifts you up and back, strong in your inner thighs. They draw in towards each other, and exhale. TP onto your fingertips, lift your left toes. Pivot to face the center of our mat again. Wide-legged fold, keeping your back flat. Inhale, point your toes out, bend your knees. Strong in your heels, lift up, back into our horse squat. Maybe start to walk your feet further apart. This time around, can you send your hips closer to the earth? Strengthen in your toes and heels. Again, draw your knees closer to the wall and back. Inhale, hands to your hips. Straighten out your legs. Toes point forward. Find a mountain pose. Hop or step in. From here, chair pose. Bend your knees. Reach your arms forward. Find a narrow squat. So my heels are underneath my hips. If you need more space, you can always walk your feet just a little wider apart. Can you lift and spread all 10 of your toes, hands into fists, keeping your back flat. Inhale, thumbs up high to the sky. Squeeze your fingers into your palms. Exhale, rock onto your toes, lifting your heels, finding your surfer's lunge. One more time through. Inhale, maybe squat closer to the earth. Build heat and strength in your legs. And exhale. Can you keep your heels lifted? Flip your palms up to face the ceiling. Pulses up and down with your arms to 4, 3. Relax in your facial muscles. Last 2, and 1. Can you stay on your tiptoes? Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, heels touch down. This time, keep your left heel lifted. One-legged mountain. You can bring your hands to your heart. Can you find a 90-degree shape with your left leg? We'll start to play around with standing balance. Find a tree pose to start off. Left foot comes to your right leg. Again, we can try this hands-free first. Maybe left hand reaches your foot closer to your hips. Gauge how you feel on this side. You can always bring foot to ankle if that feels better. Inhale, arms up high. Grow your tree branches tall. Exhale, cactus out your arms. Draw your elbows closer to the wall and back. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach your arms up high, one-legged mountain. Go ahead and hinge at your hips. We'll find a Shiva squat. Option 1, tapping your left toes in back of your right leg. Maybe fingers meet the earth. Maybe you start to lift your left toes. Maybe hands come to your heart. For 3, 2, 1. Tips of your fingers meet the earth. Step your left foot out, right foot out. We'll find a Skandasana, side lunge. Inhale, bending your left knee, lifting your right toes. Heart is open. And exhale, hands meet the earth. Switch out your sides. Breathe in as you open up. Bring it all the way back to the center, wide-legged fold. From here, we'll pivot to face the right-hand side of our space. Hands touch down, big toes touch back into your child's pose. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Walk your hands under your shoulders. Time to play now. You're gonna curl onto your toes and lift up into a yogi squat. So it's gonna look like this. Knees out in opposite directions. Couple of options. You can keep your heels lifted, or maybe if you walk your feet hip-width distance apart, heels touch down. Gauge how your ankles and shins feel. It'll feel different day by day. Now you are welcome to stay in your squat. Maybe you stay in place. We're gonna start to dip one knee in, followed by the other. You're welcome to stay right here. You can do this hands-free, or fingertips can follow one side and then the other. If you want to play around with mobility, let's go ahead and meet in the center. And start to reach your arms forward. Option 1, finding your squat waddle, lifting one foot and then the other. Stepping closer to the top edge of your mat. And when you do, go ahead and spin around. Face the opposite side. Another option is, even as you're squat waddling, maybe fingertips want to meet the earth for more stability. Just keeping your heart open, sending one foot forward, followed by the other. When you are all set with your squat waddle, meet me back in your first position. From here, hands can meet the earth, or maybe you do this hands-free again. We find a seat, center of our mat. In your easy seat, lace your fingers, flip your palms to face the front. Roll your arms up overhead. As you exhale, right hand touches down. Reach your left arm towards the right-hand side of your space. Switch it out, opposite side. Press the earth away from you with your hand that's on the mat. Inhale brings you all the way back to the center. Palms touch. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Bow your chin to your chest, sealing your practice. The light, the love in me sees and honors the light, the love in each and every one of you. Namaste.